So you are standing in Drury Lane Books in Grand Marais. Lake Superior is very close, and we're right downtown. You're standing in the oldest part of the bookstore. This was built in 1905, actually, this half, and the second half behind me is a little bit later and a little, there's a few different iterations, but this is one of the oldest buildings in Grand Marais, which when you're outside, it looks like a little house. And it was built as a settler's house. The bookstore has been here for over 20 years, since 2002. This is about 650 square feet of selling space. I have about 5,000 books packed in here, which is a lot. The founder of the bookstore is where we get our name, Joan Drury. She did everything in books. She was an author, a published author. She was a publisher, she was an editor, and she ran a writing retreat for women on the shore called Norcroft for many years. And then in her retirement, she wanted to own a bookstore. It's a lot of people's retirement dream to own a bookstore, especially a cute little bookstore on Lake Superior, and she was able to do it. She was amazing. We miss her. She passed away in 2020. She had a very clear vision. The layout and the style is very much Joan's vision. Joan was really forward-thinking. She wanted excellent books and have a diversity of voices. We, of course, have a big focus on Minnesota fiction and nonfiction and regional history, but a little bit of everything. She really had a good idea of the curation that she wanted, and 20 years later, we still carry that through. The now long-time competition of Amazon and what does a physical independent bookstore have to offer. What I like to joke is that we are more expensive and less convenient than Amazon, but we're cuter. And like cuter in like the grand sense, obviously the building and the location and the knowledgeable staff, but also there's something about going and picking up the book and looking at it. My favorite is when customers who don't know each other start chatting about books. Like one person's picked that up and they're like, oh, I read that. And you know that like you can take this person's word because they're actually not trying to sell it to you. They don't know you, but you're already a kindred spirit because you're both in this store that has nothing but books in it. Again, back to Joan Drury's vision, she also wanted a diversity of voices. And this bookstore opened in 2002. Publishing and readership has come a long way since then. I wish she was here because publishing just keeps getting better. And I wish I could show her like, these books are selling now and people are asking for these diverse voices. And the bookstore has so many loyal customers and you did it. Like you built a successful, it's a successful business all on its own. Like your dream completely worked.